All right, guys. Welcome to my channel. On this YouTube video, we're going to talk about Warzone. Want to optimize Windows 10, and we also want to make our Warzone game as lag stutter free. Okay, and also this will help you increase your frames as well. So if you want to, you can check me out on Twitch. I stream on Twitch. Uh, Twitch.tv/JumpSquad24. Come over there, check me out. Run some more Warzone games in. If you want to run a few Warzone games, we can do that. But let's get into the video. All right, so whenever there's a new update on Warzone, especially when there's a new season, people have a lot of stuttering issues, low frames, drops. And mind you, this is mainly for my PC guys, guys and girls, whoever do PC. So one of the first things I always do, check to make sure it's my Windows 10 settings are as optimized as it needs to be. Okay. Now, in any case, if you just can't find the problem, I recommend just starting fresh. All right. What that means is resetting your Windows 10. Okay. What that's going to do is going to wipe out everything. It's going to make it clean, ready to go. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right. So go to your search bar right here. Type in reset this PC. Type in RES. It'll pull it up right there. All right, and it's real simple. Follow the steps. Reset the PC, get started, and just remove everything. And what that does, it just helps you with a clean slate. Okay, and when you start your game up and you start downloading Battle.net, getting that stuff back going, you won't have these other programs that have these different files that you have to clean out. None of that. You'll be starting super fresh, super fresh. Okay, especially if that's all you play is Warzone. Now, if all you don't play is Warzone, I recommend you not doing this. Okay, but I've noticed that it helped me a whole lot once I do this, and I can see a boost in my frames as well. So, but you don't have to do this. It's just in those circumstances, you can't fix it, you know, start clean, start fresh. All right. Next thing you need to do in Windows 10, you need to make sure your Windows 10 is updated. Okay. So real simple. Go to the search bar. Go to Windows Update. All right. And like I said, click here, check for update. Make sure your Windows 10 is updated. Okay. A lot of people have this thing turned off from other optimization settings that they did before, and maybe they forgot to go check for their Windows to be updated. All right. And also, when you do that fresh install, get rid of those previous Windows updates that you have previously updated in the past too. So keep that in mind if you do that. All right. Check your Windows update. All right. For my NVIDIA users, AMD, I'm sorry, I don't have an AMD card. For my NVIDIA users, okay, you want to make sure you go to your GeForce Experience. Okay. Go to your GeForce Experience, go to drivers. All right, you want to make sure you have the latest driver update. All right, and just in case, just check for update. You never know. The video has so many problems. Always click that check for update. Make sure you're up to date. Now, if you are not up to date, okay, make sure you do a clean install when you do it. Okay, it'll give you that option to custom install. Make sure you do a clean install so you can get rid of those previous drivers. You won't have nothing old up in there. All right. All right. Next thing we want to do. All right. Whenever you're installing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, if you just play Warzone, you want to make sure you do a custom install. You want to do a custom install. All right. So go to. That was my son back there, y'all. Real good kid. All right. So you do a custom install. All right. You'll have that option. You go to settings. You'll go to modify install. All right. And then when you modify install right here, look, if all you play is Warzone, don't have this extra stuff in the background right here. Campaign, multiplayer, special ops, survival. All right. You don't want to have none of that stuff just sitting there. All right. You want to have as much space as you possibly can have. Okay, let's confirm it. All right, guys, another tip that you can do. So you go to options, show and explore, or the Call of Duty Modern Warfare right here. Short on down, right click Modern Warfare.exe file, which will be for some of you. Go to properties. All right, go to compatibility, and down here you want to disable full screen optimization. You want to also run this program as an administrator. This will help with some of those DirectX errors. You know, you probably can't fix all of them. We know what Call of Duty is poorly optimized, but we do want to try to make it as optimized we can get it on our end. All right. You want to go to change high DPI settings. You want to click override high DPI scaling behavior. Click that. And if you ain't done this before, you'll have the option to apply. Click OK. Come back here and then click apply. All right. All right, on to our next one. Want to go to our NVIDIA control panel. We want to make sure we have everything set to what we need to have set. Okay, so click out of battle.net, right click, and let's go to NVIDIA control panel. Oh, some other screen. Let me drag it over. All right, now we're in the NVIDIA control panel. All right, first thing first, you want to make sure you're on adjust image settings with preview, and you want to use the advanced 3D image settings. Okay, once you do that, go to the manage 3D settings, and I'll run down a few things that I have changed on mine. Clicking, going on down. Now, if you need to pause this, you can. All right, first thing, make sure you have your power management mode on your GPU. You want to make sure that it's on prefer maximum performance. Preferred refresh rate, you want the highest available. Let's see. Texture filter quality, we want high performance. And that should be pretty much it. Let me see. Max frame rate off, all that stuff. All right. It's just pretty simple stuff. You want to make sure your GPU is running as most efficient as possible. Okay. So we're trying to get frames. We don't want our game to stutter, lag, all that stuff. All right. Last but not least, we want to adjust desktop size and positioning. Now, on the game that you're playing your PC on, I mean, that you're playing, now the game that your PC is running on, or the monitor that you got running on right here, you're going to click the monitor right here that you're using. So right now I'm using Sketcher P30. All right, you want to also make sure you go to no scaling. All right, and then you have the option to apply down here once you click it. Okay, let's see here. Next one, change resolution. You want to make sure your resolution is set to the highest hertz refresh rate that your monitor can push out. Okay, so by me saying that, 200 hertz, that's what I get. All right, I can scale it down to 144, 120, 60, but you want to make sure you have it to the highest that you can possibly get. Okay, and also if you're using an HDMI cable, don't use no HDMI cable. All right, you should be using display cables only. Okay, when you're trying to get these refresh rates. All right, display cables give you a little bit more performance than those HDMI cables. Okay, and once we're done that, click apply, yes, and it'll flicker a little bit for you right there, and you'll exit out. Now, not only in for your GPU, you want to make sure that your display is also showing the highest amount of hertz you have in Windows 10. You got to check both. Okay, you still have your NVIDIA settings, you still have your Windows 10 settings that you need to make sure you're checking. Okay, so once again, select the display, which my monitor. You want to go to, you want to say it's graphics. No, we're not on that yet. All right, you want to go to advanced display settings. All right. I said mine's using my Skeptra right here. You want to make sure you're going to 200 hertz. All right, that's for me. Once again, same thing, just like my GPU. I could scale it down if I want, but I want to get the highest amount of frames that I possibly can. Now, you already know Warzone, you might not even get 200 hertz out that thing. Okay, unless you're doing some major overclocking. Major overclock. I don't overclock for just one game, just to, trying to save the life of my computer and all that stuff, man. To me, it's not worth it to overclock. All right, but some people, enthusiasts, they want to overclock, do all that good type of stuff. You can, okay. I know how to overclock. I can put a guide up later for that, but for now, we're just gonna focus on this. All right. Now we got that on. Now we want to make sure our GPU is running high performance for our game. So you go down here, you'll click graphic settings right here. All right, hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. So those of you that have the RTS card, I know you'll have this. You click this on. All right, you're going to browse. You're going to find that Call of Duty file. All right, once you find that Call of Duty Modern Warfare file, you put it up in here just like that. It'll give you the option once I click browse, which is pretty simple. Modern Warfare right here, we want that, the .exe file, the file that runs our game. We'll put it in there. You'll click add. I don't have to because I already have it in there. All right, now you click it, go to options, and you want that thing to run on high performance at all time. Okay, now look, we did an NVIDIA control panel to make it run at high performance. Now we need to make it run high performance in Windows 10. All right, we want everything to be synced. We want everything to do, together. All right, click save. After you're done, click X. Some of this stuff is very simple. Advanced people, you probably know about this stuff, but I mean, just going over it for people who don't know about this stuff. All right, game mode settings, same deal. Search bar, all this stuff you can find in search bar. Search bar, game mode setting. All right, for this one, for this season, season 4, we want game mode to be on. All right, we want game mode to be on. All right, also Xbox game bar. We want the Xbox game bar to be off. You're not using it, why have it on? All right, only time I use my Xbox game bar if I'm playing with some friends who want to use the Xbox chat on their Xbox, and they want to use the, I think what it's called. They want to use the private party chat. That's the only time I use that. Okay. Where's my mouse? I lost it, guys. There you go. Let's see something. All right, there you go. I lose my mouse. I'm already look. I'm colorblind, man. Right? That's why I do these settings, because I need it, especially because it's hard for me to see some of this stuff on the game. Now I'm not completely colorblind, just a couple stuff. That's hard for me to see. All right, background apps. All right, let's go to background apps. Click this right here. When you search bar, background apps. Okay, you want all these background apps to not be running while you playing this game. Okay, so it's really simple. Let apps run in the background. Click off. You're done. Okay, that was background apps. All right, Windows updates. You don't want anything updating in your Windows while you're playing this game. All right, so real simple. Go to Windows update settings right here. Windows update. All right, go to advanced options and pretty much just turn everything off that you see right up in here. All right, so we're gonna turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. All right, we want all that stuff off. We don't want none of this stuff running, especially you streaming. A little Windows update will cause stutters. Okay, some things people don't even know about. All right, this thing is like a look. The computer's like a car. All right, you gotta change the oil. You gotta get checked. Got to do all kind of stuff to it to keep this thing running, guys. Okay. All right, that's Windows Update. All right. Now another thing, if you're running a Ryzen CPU, get Ryzen Master. Okay, what it does, it helps you monitor your Ryzen, make sure your temps are doing good, and also give you a chance to, um, give you some auto overclocking where it won't make your Ryzen chip go super overclock, because if it does overclock, it'll figure out, hey, this is too much for my system. Let me bring it down just a little bit. So to get Ryzen Master, which is this right here, I recommend going to Google. Now I'll put the link in the description below. Go to google.com. Let me pull it over here from other monitor. All right, we got Google right here. Type in Ryzen Master. All right, AMD Riser Master. And boom, like I said, this is what it does for you right here. Give you a chance to pick different type of things. And then click download. All right, and I'll show you how it looks here in just a second. So we'll click AMD Riser Master. There we go. Let it load up. Hopefully it don't pops up on my other monitor. Click OK. All right, and there we have Ryzen Master right there. All right, so you pick which view you want to look at it at. This is the advanced mode that I got. You do basic view. Basic view allows you to check those temps right there. You got your maximum, you got your current. Okay, I'm streaming a little bit while I'm doing this video, so mine's gonna be up just a tad bit. But when I go to my advanced view, this is what I use to run my game. All right, I go to creator mode. All right, I use auto overclocking, and I'll click apply and test. Okay, before you click one of these, apply and test it first to let it do a stress test to make sure your system can run it. Okay, so you don't have any crashes, none of that type of stuff. All right, so click that. All right, I know this is a long video, but hey, it's well worth it. 30 minutes probably gonna be the most this video is, but it's worth it to put that 30 minutes time in to make sure you have a lag-free experience. Okay, if you lag, let the network be the lag. Don't let your computer be the lag. Okay, let the network do it, because there's some stuff you can't fix because on the network side could be your internet provider or some type of interference with your internet. All right. Next, you want to download the intelligent standby list. Okay, I'll put that description. I'll put that link in the description. Okay, I don't have it. Mine's running at the moment, which should be running. All right, intelligent standby list cleaner right here. You want to click this. All right, this is one of those things that'll help you clean out your RAM. Okay, once you have this downloaded, it'll have the stuff already pre-filled in for you. Mine's are not filled in at this point, but you're going to go to the list size. Usually it's 1024. Now, depending on how much RAM you have in your system, you want to half in that RAM, and you want to put it into the free memory is lower than form right here. So mine is 32 gigabytes. So half of 32 is what? 16,000. All right. Pretty simple. I mean, it's not too hard. All right. Wanted timer resolution. You want that to be 0.50. Enable custom timer resolution. Polling rate experiment. Mostly if you have a high end PC, you can do 500. Low end 1000. I haven't seen much of a difference really, so I always put my the 1000 range. Quick start. And purge standby list right here. All right, boom. And as you can see, my free memory went all the way down to 0 once I purged my standby list. All right, so I'm gonna do it again. As you see, it went back down to 0, and then it'll be set when it's gonna clean your memory. All right. So let's click off of that. Almost done with this little part, y'all, with Windows 10, and we'll get into Call of Duty Warzone settings. All right. So also advanced system settings. This can help as well net some frames. So I want you to click or type advanced system settings right here. Click it. All right. Once you go to advanced system settings, go to performance, click settings. All right. And you can get rid of all this crap right here. All right. Now look, getting rid of it, this is what it's going to do. It's going to cause your screen to do this whenever you click on a box, all this type of stuff. All right. It's up to you. All right. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. If you don't like the way it looks on your screen, that's fine. I'm out here to get the frames that I need to play my game. So me, I'm getting rid of everything, pretty much. All right. So you click that, click OK. You're done. All right. You can do for best appearance if you want to. Adjust for best performance. You can just customize. It's up to you. All right. It's all up to you. All right. Okay. Come on. Want to run a little slow right now. All right. Now, the stuff I'm going to show you now is some of the stuff I do on a daily basis whenever I just boot my computer up. This is just some stuff to double check to make sure my system is as clean as possible. All right. So first thing I want to do is I want to make sure my PC is I'm gonna go to the disk cleanup on my PC. So let's go to this PC. Click that right there. All right, this is what I have. Right click, go to properties, go to disk cleanup. All right, you want to get rid of DirectX cache, delivery optimization files, cycle bin if anything's in there, temporary files, all that stuff, and click OK. All right, and you don't want none of that stuff, running in the background, while you're playing the game. You never know, it'll go back and try to find that file they used yesterday to run today's stuff, and sometimes that's just not going to work. That's just not going to work. We'll let that clean up real quick and done. All right, click X, exit out. Once again, go down to your search bar, type run, bring up a little prompt right here. First thing first, click temp, click it, get rid of all of it. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you got up in there. Click it, get rid of it. All right, click X. Do it again. Run. Percent, temp, percent. That's another temp folder you probably didn't know about. All right. Scroll down. See all this stuff right here? You did this PC, you didn't even clean that out. Okay. Same deal. Delete. Skip, skip, skip. Try again. Whatever you got to do. And sometimes you can't clean it all because your system needs that for the day. All right. Click X. All right. One more time. Click run. Let's go to prefetch. If you never seen prefetch before or never cleaned this thing out, you might have a whole bunch of stuff up in here. All right. Same deal. Uh-oh. Delete. Boom. All of it's gone. Skip, whatever you need to do. All right. Exit. Cycle bin. Empty. Same deal. All right. Boom. Too easy. All right. Now, the next section, I'm going to have to record it on my phone because we got to go to our BIOS. Go to our BIOS program. We want to make sure we enable XMP on the in your BIOS. All right. So give me a second. I'm gonna load my phone up. I'm gonna go into XMP on my phone, show you how to do it. I'll load the video, and then after that, we'll get to our Warzone settings, guys. On BIOS, some stuff So to get to my stuff, I go to overclock tweaker. That's for me. I got AS Rock. Your system will be a little different. All right. And you want to make sure you load the XMP settings. Okay. Mine, I use just the regular XMP. All right. And the RAM that I use is 2 sticks of RAM. All right. And I got mine running on 3,200. Okay. That's what I use. All right. So main thing here is XMP. Get it out that stock setting. That's the main thing. Don't want to run it in stock. Want to run it just a little bit faster than stock. All right. That's it. All right, guys. Power playing. Want to make sure that power playing is running good. All right. We're gonna go to power. They did power playing. Power options. If you're an AMD user, you might have this stuff right here. AMD Riser high performance. All right. That's what I use. Okay, guys, Warzone settings, the moment you've been waiting for. All right, we got our Windows 10 optimization out the way. At the end of this Warzone video, I'll give you a program that I love to use as well, um, to help getting your drivers update. But it ain't gonna take but a second. But other than that, let's get into it. All right, real easy. Let's go to options. All right, as you can see, they resetted my options right here. All right. Have to change my display mode back to full screen. Render resolution, you want that running at 100. Aspect ratio, automatic. Sync every frame, disable. Custom frame rate, enable. Okay. NVIDIA highlights, especially disabled. And you can use another program to record what you need to record. NVIDIA reflex, low latency, enable plus boost. Alright, this is a big one. Display gamma. If you run on the TV, you use the BT setting. If you're running on the monitor, you should be doing sRGB. Now, if you're trying to get frames, you should be running on the monitor. Okay. Streaming quality. I run mine on normal. Text and resolution on normal. Texture filter anti-stropic. I run mine on normal. Part of the quality, I run on high. Bullet impacts and sprays enabled. Tessellation all. On-demand texture streaming disabled. Shadow map resolution, I run mine on normal. Cache spot shadows, I've known that this have been helping with frames sometimes in some seasons, so I always leave mine enabled. Cache shun enabled. Particle lighting low. DirectX ray tracing, please disable this. Please, 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 I'm begging you, because this will tank your frames. It will tank it. Ambient occlusion, excuse me, disabled. Screen space reflection, want that disabled. Filmic strength, 0. NVIDIA DLSS, I run my monitor on 1080p, so I always use mine on quality. Alright, rest of this stuff will be disabled, 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 film grain 0, and same thing, dynamic resolution will be disabled if you're running NVIDIA DLSS. Alright, click apply, and you're done with this optimization guide. Now, if you want, it's another program that I use to keep my drivers updated. Alright, it's gonna make sure that your drivers are completely updated, that you can't find to update. Now, this is what I use. I pay for it. It helps. I'm not sponsored by it at all. If they want to sponsor me, you can. I use this program right here called C Cleaner. Alright, I click it. Alright. If you had the professional version, I think it's about $25 for a year. Do your health check, make sure you clear out everything you need to clear out. Alright. And this was a big one for me. Alright. So you can scan your drivers. It'll show you what other type of drivers you need to update. When I did this for the first time, I had about 10 drivers I had to update. 10. Okay. One of them was a network driver. Okay. Keep that in mind. When you playing online games, Network is very important, guys. Okay, network is very important. But it's just program. This is stuff that I use to help me out, guys. Hopefully it work out for you. All right. So it's early in the morning for me here. About to get some COD games going in here. Finna get some streaming going. Thank you so much for joining in on my optimization guide. I really appreciate you. Hopefully you can come check me out on Twitch. Once again, twitch.tv, Jump Squad 24. You can help me subscribe on YouTube. I only got about 50 subscribers. If I can get to 100 after this, that'll be nice. Okay, so I'm just trying something different to help you guys out. All right. Enjoy your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Peace out.